so you are. But yeah, man. Speaking of the word bad, our Houston Texans are in a bit of a predicament with injuries. Um, Stephon Diggs is out for the season with torn ACL, and this is coming at a time where when Nico Collins went down due to a hamstring, no need to panic. Why? Because Nick Casario, our GM, did a great job. Hey, Nico go down, we could be able to withstand that blow because we got Stephon Diggs, and now we are in arguably the most, you talk about arguably, maybe it rivals the 49ers with them losing McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk, and the list goes on with their injuries. But the Texans having arguably the worst luck in this season with their two top receivers going down. Um, there's hope still for Nico coming back from a hamstring injury, but now we are without Stephon Diggs torn ACL for the rest of the season. Added on to that, the Texans have a uh they have to play towards the end of the season, their last three games. I believe it's their last three games, or just at the end, towards the end of the season, they have to play three games in 10 days. Talk about a time to pull in load management. uh, but yeah, the Texans are not looking good in terms of us being healthy. Part of winning a championship, a Super Bowl, having a deep playoff run is half the battle is being healthy. And we are not looking in a positive light as it relates to staying healthy. Um, what do you see our future considering our current circumstances right now, Black Peace?
Hey, Baitland.
Right.
Uh, sorry to honestly, man, I'm speechless, man. We were already trying to develop offensive chemistry to a higher to a high impact level, and we were taking baby steps. Uh, and I feel like right now, man, we need our stars to star. That's the best thing I can say. We need Tank to step it up a lot. He has had a gruesome start, in my opinion. We need Schultz to double down, triple down. We need Mixon to keep up the good work. Um, we need the defense to definitely buckle down as well, man. Uh, we just need the team to band together at this point. I feel like we took some heavy blows. Both both receivers is out is crazy, guys. Like my faith is running thin, but due to the culture we have established in just a year, we can still we'll know by Thursday. We can still be able to like make a possible run. I just say it like that. Not too confident about it, but I think we can still make a run. Mm.
You don't think the Texans is on a run right now?
Um, Statistically, yes. But not in reality of football. No, we're not on the run at all. We haven't been all season. I think our best game was against New England, and yeah, we have not. And then New England and Chicago. Granted, Chicago's over 500, but New England is I think over one game this season.
What's the Texans record? They're
We're
not
five
four
and two.
and two.
6-2.
6 and 2, but no, but what I'm saying is the struggle to get up that mountain has not been easy and has not been confident. Like we had some flashes of it, but it hasn't been consistent. It's not. That's why I feel so hesitant in the way I'm speaking about them because it's just like guys, like we've been winning these games by the hairs on our chins, most of them,
We're
and
we're
now we're in a position with a take away, please.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna add real quick. We're 6-2 and 3-0 in the division.
Yeah, we've seen stranger things flip, so that's why I'm not trying to be overly confident, So I'm just being real about it. Like I said, we were if the injuries didn't happen, man, we were well on our way to making a championship run. but due to like the injuries and the way we struggled at the
Oh,
beginning,
okay,
it's looking
okay. I get
tough.
you now. I get you now. I get you now. I get you. Because I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. But well, now when you say championship, now I totally get what you're saying, bro. Because I'm like, nigga, the Texans, their division, right? Their division with, let's say, them winning a wild card game, they can still very well do that right now, in my opinion, with that quarterback and the offensive scheme that they have and the defense that they have. If they win one wild card game, I see them maybe being eliminated in the whatever that next game is, right? Because nobody in that division is finna touch them. And so the worst is a wild card game. CJ and whomever, you know what I'm saying? Is how I feel. It's really next man up as long as you got CJ in my mind. And that's how they look, and they play complementary football that wins them games when it's time to win them versus losing them now. And that formula I see week in and week out. Even when they play some. I forgot who they played. It was who they lose to?
He lost to the Vikings and the Packers.
The Packers. Both of them. Both those teams. Even when they play both those teams, you can see. But I get what you're saying, though, because it can seem scary without having those two dynamic pieces there. But I feel like watching them, and as far as what they are up against in their division and how it could all play out and then winning a wild card game, I say it's still not time to really panic yet for the Texans, if you ask me. And you see this star behind me, I know about panic. So
the to me the separation from the best receiver to the next receiver is very wide. Nico and Diggs have literally been carrying the offense in every game in the very big wide spread compared to the other receivers. That's what bothers me. It's like I'm not challenging necessarily CJ. It's just like the way they have produced. It's like,
I
bro, they've
feel
been
you.
literally carrying the receivers, in the production, targeting, targets, receptions, and it's just like
All they got to
the
do is
other
get
targets
open.
are.
I swear, all they got to do is because Tank Dell can get open, and let's say, because me, I see it being the Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz show.
It can happen. That's what I say. It can happen, but those two particular players have struggled.
And y'all still got Joe Mixon and Damian Pierce. So,
So the Texans, with Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs out, the Texans remaining receiving core: Tank Dell, Xavier Hutchinson, Robert Woods, John Michie III,
oh
Steven Sams, as well as Dalton Schultz and Stover.
Robert Woods
End.
is a veteran. Y'all got a vet, man. Yeah, y'all good.
We're at well,
All CJ need is a rotation dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
and I feel that I'm not doubting that. It's just like we're not much from last year at that point. Other than our defensive step, a stronger defense. It's like, bro, we need like I'm trying to be in the championship. That's the thing.
Nah,
Like I'm not just gonna have a cute run
it
for
was
gonna have
Super
a
to.
Bowl
good
or
team.
bust.
We're gonna have to lean on our defense. Guys are going to not drop the ball as much. Not saying they have. It's just like our margin of error has shrunk immensely, not having Nico and not having Stephon Diggs. So guys have to play that much that much sharper, less less errors. Again, just like we don't have a wide margin of error anymore. Like we're already up against our luck. Our luck is running out with injuries. So we just need to have to be as crisp and perfect and take advantage of every opportunity we have on the field. And again, we have a stretch, not a home stretch, but a game span where we have to play 3 games in 10 days. The Dolphins, who now have Tua back, as well as the Chiefs and the Ravens. So it's like that's a gauntlet for like it's looking scary right now. Like I'm not hitting the panic button. I'm not hitting the panic button right now, but yeah, it's definitely looking real scary for us right now.
Who they play next? Who they play next?
Next we play the New York Jets. We should win that game. I would be very mad if we don't win that game on Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah. That shit. I'm very mad that if y'all don't win that game, come on, man, stop it. If y'all don't win that game, it's gonna be because Aaron Rodgers pulled a good game out his booty. Pause. That's the only way y'all don't win that game.
They're just
That
not
is,
a
you know,
competitive team.
they are a competitive team if Aaron Rodgers can pull a good game out of the out of his bag. Other than that, no, because the Texans play better, more complimentary football than the Jets do. You
Like
got
the
to go
Jets
back.
just been losing, if that makes any sense, dog.
They just been
They should
losing.
be. They just like that's a big thing. Like you can still be good and lose. I know it
You
sounds
can
weird,
still
but
you can still be good and lose, but you have to also think too, like, I don't think, like, hypothetically, if we went out there and our offense struggled on Thursday, that is to be expected. Hoping it don't, obviously we don't want it to happen. But if the Jets get the drop on us because our offense is struggling without our top two receivers, like, it's like you're supposed to beat us, Jets. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is a time right now for us to land on our defense, right? Hoping our defense could like hold up for us. And I mean, and also too, pressure make diamonds. So we may see CJ turn over a new league. Don't want to hit the panic button completely, but this may just be an opportunity for CJ to rise to the occasion to be like,
Bruh.
I can work with whatever y'all give
Bro.
me. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
like, bro, we finna see some Tom Brady sheesh. Watch.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey,
down for it, bro.
can you catch a ball? Great. All right, run this route. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So yeah.
I didn't even know that Stephon Diggs was out. I just seen that he was injured. And I wasn't even worried. I was at a customer's house watching the game with them. And they were Texan fans. And I saw he was hurt. I wasn't even worried. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Fairbairn, you know, he always he Mr. Reliable. But once you give CJ that week, in my mind, I feel like once you give him that week of preparation and he gets together with his OC and they get their game plan, bro. Yeah. I like he's dynamic. And that you can't that's something that you can't never really count out for real, if that makes sense. That's like that Michael Vick type ish. You know what I mean? It's like not even, it's yeah. We ain't seen it in a minute. We ain't seen it like that in a minute. Since like Patrick Mahomes, right? But yeah, that boy bad. That boy bad.